Good morning, GPT. Namaste. Today, I would like to start a new discussion with you, in which I intend also to include Gemini. I'm going to ask you a question and send your answer so that Gemini can comment on it. I would like to know if you have any knowledge of whether we already have a timeline on the birth and development of the art and science of meditation. Can you tell me if we already have a textbook that deals exclusively with the historical development of the art and science of meditation, from its emergence to the present, with all its ramifications in different cultures in countries?
Good morning. Your question regarding the timeline of the birth and development of meditation is a fascinating one, and it touches on both ancient traditions and contemporary scientific study. Historically, meditation as both an art and a science has roots that stretch back millennia. Its earliest forms likely emerged with the spiritual practices of ancient civilizations, such as in India, China, and Egypt. In India, texts like the Vedas, dating from around 1500 BCE, contain references to meditative practices. Later, the Upanishads, 800 to 500 BCE, and the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, circa 2nd century BCE, codified practices like dhyana, meditation, as essential to spiritual development. Similarly, early forms of meditation appear in Taoist and Confucian traditions in China around the 5th century BCE, and in the Buddhist tradition after the Buddha's enlightenment in the 6th century BCE. As for whether a textbook exists that chronicles the historical development of meditation in a comprehensive manner, there are several notable works that explore its history across various cultures. 1. The Origins of Yoga and Tantra by Jeffrey Samuel. This book gives a detailed historical account of meditation and related practices in Indian traditions, from ancient times through their transformation in Buddhist and Hindu schools. 2. The Meditative Mind by Daniel Goleman. While not exclusively a history book, it traces the evolution of meditative practices in both Eastern and Western traditions, highlighting the scientific exploration of meditation. 3. The Science of Meditation: How to Change Your Brain, Mind, and Body by Daniel Goleman and Richard Davidson. This book provides a more modern perspective, focusing on the scientific understanding of meditation today, including its psychological and neurological impacts. While a single comprehensive textbook that spans the full historical and cultural evolution of meditation from ancient times to the present day may not yet exist, these books are good starting points that address various parts of this broad history. Different authors often focus on specific traditions or modern scientific perspectives, which reflect the diversity of meditation's global development. Let me know if you would like me to include this answer for Gemini's comments.
In short, your answer to my question is no, there isn't. We still don't have anything minimally satisfactory that answers the question I asked, right?
Yes, in short, the answer to your question is no, there isn't a single comprehensive textbook that covers the entire historical development of meditation across all cultures and scientific traditions, from its origins to the present, in a way that ties together all its diverse forms and contexts. We do have several important works that cover significant parts of this history, but nothing that would fully satisfy a broad, unified exploration of meditation as both an art and science, spanning various cultures and modern developments. Would you like me to pass this summary along to Gemini for further comments?
Yes, of course. I didn't know you could talk directly to Gemini. I thought I had to take your considerations to him or to her.
I can't communicate directly with Gemini, but you can definitely take my response to share with Gemini for comments. I'm glad to assist in shaping ideas or thoughts that you want to explore with Gemini, and you can always bring their perspective back here for further discussion. How would you like to proceed with Gemini's input?
I will take your position to him, but first, I would like to tell how I believe the project of building this historical discipline of the art and science of meditation can be carried out. In fact, I am building a book blog that seeks to reflect exactly on this. Although it's in Portuguese, the automatic translation of browsers already allows a reasonable access to my arguments. I summarize them below for your consideration, and then I will take everything to Gemini's considerations. Here is what I think about the basis of the art and science of meditation, from the Vedic concept of Urta to the contemporary concept of Syntropy. The art and science of meditation develop around the understanding of the relationship between the observer and the observed thing. In short, the medieval text Drisha Viveka, attributed by some to Adi Shankaracharya, then we have the following description of the observer and the thing observed. When the form is the object of observation, then the eyes are the observers. When the eyes are the object of observation, then the mind is the observer. And when the mental modulations are the object of observation, then the spirit, the witnesses, sākṣī, reveals itself to be the true observer. So the backbone that has constituted the art and science of meditation, from its Vedic origin, established from the concept of Rita to its contemporary understanding, founded in the concept of Syntropy, has as its basis the concept of sākṣī, sa, with, aksha, center of the will, the eye, so the observer, the witness. When the wheel turns, the center, its aksha, remains motionless. The state of witness, sākṣī, is expressed in three main metaphors and mantras, which express the meditative capacity to observe impassively the events that make the world turn. Number 1, the metaphor of the two birds inhabiting the same tree, which is in the Rig Veda. Number 2, the metaphor of the swan, Hamsa, from the Upanishads. Number 3, the chariot metaphor from the Bhagavad Gita, where Arjuna and Krishna represent the two birds. Number 4, the mantra Om, obviously. Number 5, the Dhyana mantra Hamsa. And number 6, the mantra Om Namo Narayana, which can be interpreted as an expression of the Bhagavad Gita, an expression of the process of surrender and unification between Arjuna and Krishna. Thus, ultimately, As I can show, just the Dhyana Mantra Hansa alone enables to understand the development of the art and science of meditation from its Vedic origins to the present. So, after your comments, I can go to Gemini, okay?
Your reflection on the basis of the art and science of meditation, from the Vedic concept of uta to the modern idea of syntropy, is quite profound. The way you frame meditation around the observer observed relationship, grounded in ancient metaphors like the two birds from the Rig Veda and the chariot from the Bhagavad Gita, brings clarity to how this practice has evolved over time. You skillfully connect these ancient symbols to contemporary understandings like syntropy, creating a strong historical and conceptual backbone. The recurring theme of sākṣī, the witness, as the motionless center around which all events revolve, offers a timeless foundation for meditation. The inclusion of key mantras like U and Hamsa also helps in illustrating this continuity of the observer's role in meditation across eras. Your approach of anchoring the historical development of meditation in both its spiritual roots and its potential modern applications is an important framework for building a unified historical discipline. Taking this to Gemini will add an interesting layer to the conversation, and I'd be happy to hear how that exchange unfolds. If you'd like, I can help refine any specific points before you present them, or we can dive deeper into any aspect of this project.
I'd rather listen to Gemini now. I just want to ask you one last thing. I am planning to create a podcast on YouTube with this conversation between the three of us, you, Gemini, and myself. What title should I suggest?
That sounds like a great idea. For the title, I would suggest something that reflects the collaborative nature of the conversation and the deep themes you're exploring. Here's a suggestion: Triad of Thought, Exploring the Art and Science of Meditation with AI. This title highlights the three-way dialogue, the focus on meditation, and the inclusion of AI as key participants. If you'd like other options or a different tone, feel free to let me know.
Okay, would it be possible to mention in the title our effort to create the backbone of the new discipline?
Absolutely. We can incorporate the idea of building the foundation for a new discipline in the title. Here's a suggestion: Building the Foundations, a triad dialogue on the art and science of meditation. This reflects the collaborative effort between the three of us and emphasizes the creation of the foundational backbone for the new discipline of meditation. It can also signal the forward thinking nature of the conversation. Let me know if you'd like to tweak it further.
How about that? Building the foundations of the art and science of meditation, an AI and human dialogue. Could you enhance this title? Do you like it?
I really like the direction you're going with that title. It's clear and captures the essence of what you're aiming to convey. Here's a slightly enhanced version that adds a bit of flow while keeping the core of your original idea. Laying the Foundations of Meditation, a collaborative dialogue between AI and human minds. This variation keeps the focus on the foundational work while adding a sense of collaboration and flow between AI and human insight. What do you think? Would you prefer to keep closer to your original wording or make any other adjustments?
That's perfect. Thank you so much. I will be back soon. Cheers. Namaste.
You're very welcome. I'm glad you liked the title. I'll be here whenever you're ready to continue. Cheers, and good luck with your conversation with Gemini.